Every legend has a beginning. Everyone remembers the stars, but no one remembers where they came from. Before the championships, before the Heisman, before the Hall of Fame, there was just a kid from a little town in Oklahoma. This is a Hall of Fame career, the Jimbo Bob Story.
Sorry, I had to change my shirt, and I got different headphones in. Where were we?
Oh no, it is fine. I understand. You had just told us that USC coach essentially told you that they were not interested in you at all.
Oh yeah, that's right. So, right after I had that conversation with the coach from USC, when you're in high school, when you're young, you're very immature. You do immature things, and instead of trying to figure out ways to possibly make the situation work. Talk with the coach, kind of see what I could possibly do to gain their interest in me. I just took UFC completely off of my top 10. And I put a tweet out about it, and man, oh man, did it go viral.
Oddly enough, that was actually one of my first news segments that I had. And for the enjoyment of the fans and yourself, I will put it up right now for you guys. Huge controversy in college news today as relatively unknown prospect Jimbo Bob makes huge headlines and sets the internet ablaze with his controversial tweet, and then removing USC from his top 10 teams. It is a bold strategy. Let's hope it really works out for him.
But it went so viral, I got like immediate offers from other schools. Now, granted, yes, they still were not the cream of the crop schools, as you would say. Um, but one of them actually turned out to be one of the schools that was, my top three.
Do you remember what those schools were?
Yeah, so Iowa State sent me an offer. Kansas University, the Jayhawks, they sent me an offer. Kansas State University Wildcats, they sent me an offer. And the one that actually ended up in my top three in the end was Texas A&M. Now, the reason why Texas A&M ended up being in my top three at the end of all of this, even after all the other colleges who done sent me offers, was they were the first ones to show real interest in me outside of just throwing off a normal, scholarship. They were the first ones to reconnect with me and even up their offer with the scholarships to help me out even better.
Now, hindsight being 2020, and with a lot of years in between then and now, do you regret that tweet?
To be honest with you, I think the backlash of making that tweet about USC probably was the best thing for me. Because, man, oh man, it put a chip on my shoulder, and I was in a foul mood that next game. In the very first possession, I ran it back 62 yards for a touchdown. I ended that game with two more, three touchdowns all together. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, the first one. Oh, the first one. Do it for mama. Do it for mama. That's right. Touchdown. 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 And as bad as the press was, and as bad as the image was at the time, with everything going on with that tweet, it got a whole lot of people's eyes on Jimbo Bob. It got a whole lot of people retweeting not only that tweet, but all of my games since then. It got a whole lot of people liking and sharing that 62-yard touchdown. And that got a whole lot of eyes from a whole lot more colleges.
And if I remember correctly, it was 6 colleges after that game.
A whole lot of more colleges all of a sudden started sending me offers. Like Arkansas Razorbacks, they done sent me one. The Missouri Tigers sent me one. Dangle Fangled SMU sent me an offer. Houston Cougars sent me an offer. Kentucky Wildcats, Louisville Cardinals. So sometimes, as they say, no press is bad press, and bad press ain't that bad, I guess. I don't know, but all I know is sometimes God is able to make good things out of a bad situation, and God definitely did that for me that day.
Oh, so what would you say was your mindset coming in that next game?
Now that I had a whole lot more eyes on me, I had to live up to it now. I had to take advantage of the opportunity that God done gave me. That very next game, ooh yeah, oh, I came out guns a-blazing. Gonna get that first down and get that touchdown. Here we go, Jimbo! Get off me, sucker! 8 inches. And that's all we needed. Just need some more inches. All for the glory of God. All for the glory of God, baby. And again, made sure that I had those 3 touchdowns because I had to keep up appearances. I had to make sure coaches knew they could count on me to get that ball across that goal line.
And with the great performances that you were racking up, you just kept getting those college scholarships offers, correct?
I got offers from Colorado University, Virginia Tech Hokies, the Wisconsin Badgers.
Yeah, I remember your stock was rising quickly with those games.
And man, oh man, I was riding that momentum. I only had 2 more games left in my high school career, so I had to make them count. But I was dealing with a little bit of an injury, and so I wasn't able to give the best performance in that second to last game. But I was still able to get some good plays in, and even got 2 touchdowns. And we got the touchdown out there. Flip around. Come on, what are we doing? All right. Do this for God. Do this for Mama. The glory goes to God. Get off me, sucker. But it wasn't the stellar performance that was absolutely needed to cement my name into the minds of a lot of these universities. Even though it wasn't the greatest, I did get an offer from Northwestern Wildcats, Notre Dame, which turned out to be another one of my top 3, mainly just because I knew that would make Mama proud. OSU sent me an offers. Nothing against them at all, but if it wasn't OU, it wasn't going to be nobody from Oklahoma's. South Carolina done sent me an offer also, but I don't know about being called a gamecock.
Hey, I was a gamecock. But tell me about that last game you had.
Man, that last game, it was a special one. One, because I was still hurting. My ankle was still a little messed up. But I knew I had to give everything I could. I had to bite down on my mouthpiece and grit it out if I wanted top tier universities to even think about giving me a scholarship opportunity. And I went out and I ran that ball as hard and as tough and as fast as I possibly could. I was told that this was the greatest display of grit and toughness that they have seen from a high school halfback in decades. Make it proud. Make both of you proud. To God be the glory. God be the glory. Oh, come on, Jimbo. Come on. Show them the power. Show them the power, Jimbo. It's okay. Got that touchdown. We got this. Score that touchdown. Oh, the glory goes to God. I did this for you, Mama. I did this for you, Daddy. Now, that's just not me talking. That's what these coaches who sent offers afterwards was the whole reason why they did it. Because it sure wasn't the 3 touchdowns that I did. It definitely wasn't the touchdown that won us the game. No, no, no. It was the grit and determination that I displayed in that game.
You know, even though it was a high school game, some called it a career-defining game of what was to come for the decades ahead.
That game right there made me go from what people thought of me as was a 2-star underdog to a 4-star athlete. Such great universities as Alabama University sent me a scholarship. The Georgia Bulldogs done sent me a scholarship. Indiana sent me a scholarship. Ohio State Buckeyes sent me a scholarship. And I know for a fact that would have made Daddy proud. Because if it wasn't Oklahoma University, if I wasn't going to be a Sooner, I sure as heck should have been a Buckeye. Because that would have made Daddy proud. Which ultimately was the reason why Ohio State was in my top 3. Even though I had offers from TCU, from Texas University, the Longhorns, even Texas Tech gave me an offer after that game. But let's be honest, as an Oklahoma boy, I really didn't feel like I was going to go down to Texas. If we were being 100% honest, if I was going to go down to Texas, it was going to be with the first Texas team that gave me an offer, and that was Texas A&M.
So I know this is a touchy subject, but the year before your senior year, your parents tragically died in a car accident. How did you navigate choosing which college to commit to without those influences in your life there at that moment? We are getting word now that Jimbo Bob is about to make his decision on which school he is going to commit to. Will it be Texas A&M, Notre Dame, or Ohio State? Who will he choose?
They've won me from the very beginning. Now Notre Dame, they definitely make Mama proud. Their academics, the life I'd be able to live outside of football if ever need be. Well, then there's Ohio State. Even though Daddy was a Sooner, he sure did love the Buckeyes. It's a hard decision, y'all. Do I go with the fellers who wanted me from the very get-go? Do I make Mama happy? Do I make Daddy proud? Well, Daddy, I know you're going to be proud of me no matter what. Now, see, Mama always done told me, be loyal to those who've been loyal to you. But she also told me that God's first in your life, and academics before everything else. I hate doing this. I truly do. I'm sorry I have to do this. But either way, I'm gonna make Mama proud. Because whether I stick with loyalty or I go with academics, either way, I'll make Mama, make Daddy, and make God proud. Wherever I go, whatever I do. So I gotta pick Notre Dame.